So welcome to this getting started video for Connected Mind on the Android phone. Here I have a Samsung Galaxy S which is running Android 2.3, also known as Gingerbread, and I'm going to walk you through the creation of a couple of maps to show you some of the concepts. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm asked to do is give the map a name. So I'm just going to call this one Map 1. And then I choose between either having a shape with the text in the middle at the center of my map or having an image at the center of the map. I'm going to choose a shape in this case. So I'm given a selection of shapes to choose from, and there are quite a number supported by Connected Mind. In this case I'm going to choose a star with 5 points. So my map's been created and the text in the middle is the name that I gave to the map. What I can do is tap on that item to select it, and then if I grab the bottom right hand corner I can resize it by dragging that area around. I can also put my finger on the star and move it around like that if I want to. At any time, if I want to, I can undo my changes, and I've got multiple undos, and also redo like this. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is create a branch. So this is the first option over here. So put some text. So I'm just going to call it branch. And then I use my finger in one stroke to draw in any path I want. And what happened there is, as I lifted my finger off, the path that I'd drawn, which was rather jagged, was smoothed out, and these little control points were added. And in fact what I can do is grab one of those control points and actually move it around to reshape the curve. Also, if I grab the curve somewhere where there isn't a control point, I can actually drag the whole thing around like that, and of course I can undo those changes. Okay, so I've got my branch with some text on it. If I want to change the text, I can double tap on the branch like that, and then I can go and amend that text in any way I want. But it's rather small, so I'm going to go in and change the font of that. So there's an option in the menus here, font, which gives me a font picker. There are various fonts supported. I'm going to choose permanent marker, and I'm going to make it quite a bit bigger so I can read it, say 28 points. Here I've got a sample of what it's going to look like. OK to that. And my text has been updated. Okay, can I add another branch? No text on this one, you don't have to. Starting at the middle again, going the other way. So a random colour has been assigned to that branch, but if I don't like that colour, I can go and choose the colour picker. So this is a great feature. I can run my finger around the circle to choose the hue that I'm keen on. And once I've chosen that, I can run my finger around this box to select the brightness and saturation of the colour. Once I'm happy, I return there, and there's my colour set. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is add a sub-branch, and in this case, if I start my drawing above another branch, then that will be interpreted as being a child of that branch, and therefore it will inherit the attributes of that branch, such as its colour. Now this is selected. If I add a shape, which is very similar to before, again I can put text in the shape if I want to. I'm not going to put anything sensible. Then I can draw it here. And because this is a child of that, which is a child of this, it's inherited the same permanent marker, font and size, and also the colour. The next thing I'm going to do is add an image to the map, so I'm going to make it a child of this branch. I'm going to go and select my image. Here's some I've downloaded. Here's one of DNA, and as before I can actually choose it to be clipped to a particular shape, and as I draw it, again I can move it around. I can resize it like that as well, and it maintains its aspect ratio so that it won't become distorted. If I want to, I can double tap on that and add a caption above, like that. Okay, so now I've created my masterpiece. I want to share it with others. So there's an option within the menus to share. And now I'll be presented with a list of applications that are installed on this device that are able to accept an image for sharing. Any application you install on the phone will appear on here if it can accept images, even if it's installed after ConnectedMind. So I'm going to choose messaging as an example, and here you can see the image of my map that's going to be attached to my message. Okay, so I'm just going to discard that for the moment. So the last thing I want to show you is creating a new map with an image at the center. So let's go and create a new map, which I'm just going to call map 2. And as I say, I'm going to choose an image at the center this time, and I'm going to select my DNA symbol, this time with a rounded rectangle like that. And there is my map, which again I can add branches to in exactly the same way. Now if I want to switch back to my first map, I can just go and find it, and here I'll see a list of all the maps that I have. I've just got one at the moment, and that will be recovered. If I leave the application and come back in again, ConnectedMind remembers where I was and restarts in the same place. Okay, that's all I'm going to cover today. Thanks for watching.